Let's get the messages sorted and we're good to go. Plug in straight away. This may well mess things up. I should have done this already really, but fun and games. There we go. We're good. Need a light or two. Here we've got Kit in already. Hi Kit. Nice and early once again. There's got to be a better way to put this on this thing. I'm fiddling with stuff while I'm on stream. Oh dear, just the way to do it, eh? Yeah, I think the only way to get this actually involved is just to do that. There we go. That's right, that is definitely the best place to put it. Fiddling with my lighting. EK's in. Hi EK. I'm a bit before 6 o'clock. I tried, I really did. I haven't even had a snack yet. My big bag of giant Wotsits. Oh yeah. So we're going to play Boggle today, which could get interesting because I had set up this whole split screen thing and have decided that it's a little bit of a hassle and maybe I don't want to do that. So we're going to try it like this, see how it goes. If it's awkward and you guys can't see what I'm doing and can't play along, then I'll change it about and do something different, and we'll try the split screen thing. But for now, I want to try and do it. Just I'll spin the camera around so you've got the rear facing camera and everything isn't in reverse. But anyway, how are you today, Kit? I haven't asked that yet. I hope you've had a good one. Are you wanting one of these, are you, EK? If I could, I'd share with you. Here you go, you can have that one. Right. We'll have a little chit chat, I guess. We've got Jeffrey Van Hees. That's a cool name, but Jeffrey, good to have you in. How are you? And where are you from? I'm going to try and spin this around and get everything sorted. So first things first, let's do the light. Oh, I need to have this on as well, otherwise I won't be able to see the chat. Come out of there. To that bit. Oh, you're from the Netherlands. That's cool. That's not even that far away, really. I'm in the UK, just north of London. Chat settings. All chat, please. There we go. Lovely. I'll get the stand for this one too, so I can see the chat properly. I'm not straining that way. Put the chat. So got Illuminator saying, topless Thanksgiving, let's go. Don't be a turkey. I mean, that's one idea. All right, let's see if we can make this work. I honestly don't know if this is even gonna make any sense to this at all. Oh, I've got to spin the camera as well. I nearly forgot. I actually have to push the button too. Right. Let's see if I can get me and... Can I actually zoom? Can I zoom at all? Oh, I can. I've never tried that before. Ah. There we have it. That's not a bad way to do it. I might have zoomed out too much though. So let's zoom in about there. Let's try that. I basically want to set it up so you can see this as well. I'm wondering, that's going to be pretty, that's going to be behind the chat, isn't it? Let's see how well we can do with that. Almost there. What if we put it like here? Ooh, that's too far away, you can't see a thing, can you? It's got to be below, but we need to get it up near the camera. So how are we going to do that? I don't know. I don't think there's a way. Where does it want to be? I think it wants to be about here. Then I can see it and you guys can as well. Yeah, about there. If I could tilt it as well, that'd be awesome. Something like about like that. Oh, thank you, Vendetta. We'll call you V. One of my favourite movies, that. V for Vendetta. I've watched that so many times. I see you even have what looks like the mask in there, so that's cool. But I appreciate the compliment. Nice to have you in. We've got James saying, hi, how are you? I'm great. I hope you're well too. I am, however, I've come on early because EK, one of my YouTube family members, has asked me to come on as early as possible. So I haven't even had my snack for the evening after dinner, so I'm eating as we stream. So do excuse the chomping noises. So about there. I don't know what I have that I could stand it up like that. That's going to be a tricky one to figure out. I think realistically, all I can do is just stack it on the box. That's not too bad. If I come back a little bit, there we go. Can you guys see that okay? I think so. We're going to twist it that way. James saying, not too good. I was at court yesterday for my sentence after I got arrested a couple of weeks ago for indecent exposure. Whoops. Oh dear, how indecent was it? No, I'm joking. Jay is in saying hello from Scotland. My name is Angus. Oh, sorry, it's Angus, sorry. Joining from Inverness. Hi, Angus. That is cool to hear. I'm glad to have you in. So I think everyone can see everything. Yeah, that's cool. Right. So let's give this a shot then. Let's see if we can all play some boggle together. Does everyone know how to play this game? That's the question. Excuse the heavy-handed noise. Right, I'm not going to go to the fuss of changing the, the position of these. Oh, I've got to put it on the actual thing, haven't I? And then you guys can see it. There we go, there we go. Right. That should be central like that, I think. There we go. So I basically have to make up as many words as I can. I'm supposed to have a 3-minute timer. So if EK's in, do you want to be my official timer, EK, or do you want to have a crack? But either way, just let me know if it runs out. So, wow, that is some tough letters. What can we do in 3 minutes? Well, I've got play already. Can I get player? Yeah, I can get player. Player, there we go. Writing down what I'm getting. I know you can't really see that so much. This is one of the reasons why I thought about having the split screen and having two camera angles. But we will do what we can get. What else can we do here? So player was probably a really solid word here actually. Can I get playing? P-L-A-Y-I. Is there an N? Yes. And yes. There we go. We're on pro version already. Look at that. That's a 7-letter word. Can I get an 8+? That's the thing. I'd like to get an 8+ if I could. Oh. You've got Guy. I'm going to give Guy to, I'm going to write that over here. So this is me. and this is chat. I'm going to go for Lou. L-O-O, Lou. Yahtzee. Is there Yahtzee in there? There's no T. Can't give you that. Glory, says EK. Glory. Wow, good one. Glory. Oh, if there was an S, we could have had glorious, but there isn't. Ah. Glare. I'm going to go for glare. Inert, says Kimbo. Inert works, surely. Yeah. Inert. Rory. Isn't Rory a name? Are we allowing names? I think we have to avoid names. I don't think names should be in there. Whoa. Is glary a word? Yeah, I think glary is a word. What else we got? And you can't use a letter twice unless there's two of them. So we've got two R's, so we can use R's twice, but you can't use like the L twice. So it couldn't be something like that. Wonder what happened to me earlier. After this game, Nor, is that a word? G-N-O-R-E? I don't know if that's a real word. Rear. EK, get your rear out of the chat, please. I get ear then as well. I'm having ear. Haha, nabbed it. Glory's already been suggested, Kimbo. Nor is a real word. Okay, I'm going to give it then. Nor. What is that word mean then? Somebody look it up quick. Or just tell me. Nah, and laugh out loud. We've got. There's no H. You can't have now. I'm joking. I'm joking. Player. I've already got player. You're late on the score with that one. Plural. I'm going to go with plural. P-L-U-R. No, see. Oh, it's two L's. I can't do plural. No good. No go. Wow. The lack of S is really like killing off all the words that I can think of. Oh, you're not getting the rear out of the chat. Are you going to leave your rear in? Okay. Fair enough then. Fat's something or rather saying. What about the word? Is that a real word? And we don't have a C, so I'm guessing that's just a bit of trolling. But you have to have the letters here, otherwise you just give them random words. Do you know what? I know you said yup, and it probably isn't for a word, but yup is a word, and it's on the board, so I'm going to give you yup, EK. Yeah, there's an E here. Let's have a little look. Glue. I'm going to have glue. Wow, that timer, is it stopped? That's well over 3 minutes. The timer stopped. What's happened? It got blocked up. That has to have been, yeah, it's just not. What's happened with that then? That's pouring. That's pouring now. And then it's stopping. There's something on this side that's stopping it from pour. Oh, well, the timer doesn't work. Ah, that's a bit useless, isn't it? Well, I think 3 minutes has gone. I'll give EK Gloom as the last. There's no M. You can't have Gloom. I am very sorry, EK. There's an N, but there's no M. Right, let's look at the scores then. So, if I'm right in thinking this, The scores on the back of this board. So it's 1 point for 3 and 4, 2 for 5, 3 for 6, 5 for 7 letters, and 11 for 8 plus. So let's have a look, see what we've got. So that's 1, and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 letters. So that was, what was 6 letters? Was that 3 points? Yeah, 6 letters is 3 points. We'll get used to this pretty quick. 3 points there. Playing is 5 points then. Lou is 1, Glare is 2, Glary is 2, Ear and Glue are 1 each, so I've got 4, 10, 16 points. And chat has got 1 there, 2 for the 5, another 2, a 1, a 2 and a 1. I thrashed you. 9 points, 16 and 9. Done ya. Right, did you want to tell us your story about earlier then, EK? We'll have another game in a little bit. I'm going to have a... I think 3 minutes is a bit silly anyway. We'll do like 5 minutes or something, because with the chat it's a bit difficult to kind of cover that. Boggle on down as the song goes, says Stephanie. Hi Stephanie, good to have you in. How are you today? Looks like I'm in trouble now. Kimbo's here. We'll do round 2 in a minute. Literally, we'll give it a couple of minutes and then we'll do another one. And how are you today, Kimbo? Didn't really get a chance to ask you because we were in the middle of the game when you turned up, but I hope you're doing well today. That's great to hear, Stephanie. My day was pretty boring, to be honest, just loads of work. But I put the stove on just for a little bit of, like, heat up some water for washing up later and just for ambience. But it's so mild today, it's quite nice to have some warm weather again. Looking forward to like just one more day of work, and I've got the weekend to myself, and then next week with the boys, it's going to be lovely. I'm going to get taught lessons, I think, by Kimbo. And we've got Zoe in. Hi, Zoe. Nice to have you in. Hope you're well. Where are you from? EK saying, basically, I went to sanitize my hands with hand sanitizer. It basically went on my glasses lens, then in my eye. Oh, that's... Oh, you don't want that stuff in your eye, do you? I hope you rinsed it out pretty quick. That's not nice. I hope that's just a joke there, Kimbo, because that's awful. And the fact that you're saying it on chat just flippy like that makes me think it's a joke. But if that's real, that's awful. But if it's a joke, I don't know what to make of it, most. Yeah, that's one way to call it. A bit of fun, EK. You left it in your eye, yeah. What we're doing, our Zoe loves. We are playing Boggle, although we're having a little bit of a break. We've done 1 round and it went quite well. I'm just having a little snack. And we're having a little bit of a chin wag. This channel's all about interacting with my my YouTube family, the viewers basically. My YouTube family, all the people who come and see me quite often. So I think we've got Stephanie in, we've got EK in, Dan Gaze is now in. Hi Dan. We've got who else we've got? And Kimbo's now certainly part of the family, I think. And who else have we had in? Am I forgetting anybody? I think that's all of the family members that are in so far. Oh no, Kit was in earlier. I don't know if Kit's still in, but hopefully Kit is. Kit said hello and then hasn't said a word since. So I'm thinking maybe not, because we might have got some suggestions on the Boggle. Oh, that's awful to hear, Kimbo. Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you about that, really. That's an awful thing. Oh, so you knew about it already. You just caught them in the act, and that's still pretty rough though to see it. You think she'd like at least keep it under lids a bit. Well, always appreciate you popping in, Dan. It's always good to see you and have your support. It's much appreciated. So I'm just looking down the whole time, and let me put the chat up here. Whoa, that's a bit of a story, Kimbo. I mean, that's one way to get into it, like get what you want from a woman, I guess, is deal weed to her. Ah. What's this? I've just got to go and read back what EK's saying. I want to know some jokes. I asked my date if she likes mysteries. She said sure. I said good because I'm not sure why you agreed to go out with me. That's terrible. My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home. That's a bit better. Someone with a lot of nuns in their name saying, "Hey, I for my ambitious ice cream van. Can you give it a shout out, please? It's called." We've had this in before. I've had this. Yeah, I won't be shouting that out in stream. Nice try though, absolutely nice try. That is solid. That is the old ice cream van. Somebody actually has to have one like that at some point, surely. Man, the humour in the chat right now, honestly. Right, I'm jumping across some of this. Have you got a date, buddy? I have not, no. Single as does right now. Oh, you're talking to EK. No, EK's just doing jokes. Sorry. See, it's all getting through. EK, that's some terrible jokes. Right. We've degraded into really bad jokes, so we're going to get another game of boggling. Let's get this done. Excuse the loud noise while I shake this. Right. Come on, settle. There we go. We have fresh letters. Let's get that in the middle. All right. Is that not? There we go. All right, let's get cracking then. It's 5 minutes on the clock. We'll give ourselves 5 minutes for this, I think. Let's see what we can get. So, any words you can find. Rules are simple. You can only use what letters we've got. You can only use each letter once. So, you've got 2 O's and well, actually 3 O's, 2 I's. So you can obviously use them, but you can't. There's only 1 E, so you can only use an E once. That sort of thing. Let's crack it on then. What have we got? Oh, this is harder. This is way harder. Lie, I guess. So that's for me. And we'll put chat down over here. Me versus the chat. Am I muted? Can you guys hear me? Or have I suddenly got muted? Everything's good. EK with the joke still. Who's got some words then? What can you come up with? This one's hard. This one's the boggle. I mean, the boggle is hard. Floor. That's a great one. That is well done. Well done, EK. That is brilliant. Floor. Okay. Hug. I've got hug in there. Jeez, this is really, really difficult, this one. Fool. We've got fool. I pity the fool. Blue. Yeah, blue is in there. Michael's in. Scott Hoying secret. What? I don't understand what you said there, but welcome to the chat. Fat saying can't hear anything. There's one way to be sure. Yep, you can hear me, okay? Well, if you can't hear me, it's something wrong on your end. Hi, says Matthew. Hi is there. Well done, and welcome to the chat, Matthew. All the newbies, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Oh, have we got an R in here? Yeah, blur. There we go. Blur. Blurry. Is that one R or two? I think it's one R. Is it blurry? I don't know. Nah, blurry might be two R's. I'm going to assume it's two. Oh, we don't have a C, so I can't do that. What else have we got? We've got 3 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. Foil. Foil's there, F-O-I-L. What about foolery? Is that E-R-Y? I'm just going to have a look at that. Tomfoolery? That would work. F-O-O-L-E-R-Y. Yeah, I'm going to count that, unless anyone wants to check the spelling on that. Hey, Sarah's in. Hi, Sarah. Well, yes, everyone's good. The boys, I heard them on the phone earlier, moaning at their mum about schoolwork. But yes, I'm good too. I hope you're well, Sarah. I've been missing you. I was wondering where you got to. Oh, we've got hob, rub, oil, fuel, and globe in here. Whoa, absolutely tons. Hob, rub, globe, fuel. What on earth's going on? EK, have you suddenly found a way to get a Chat GPT on this thing or something? Because you're firing off loads all of a sudden. Well, timing's up now, and I think yes, quite easily, I've been beaten by. Well, I mean, EK's done the majority of that. We've got Miss Red, White, and Blue came in to suggest foul. Very good, very good. Right, so I've got absolutely beat by chat that time. Oh well. Round 3. Should we go for round 3? Ox. You can't have ox because that's only 2. Did we get anyone with a really long one? Kimbo is back. Oh, you're just smart, are you? That's fair play, EK. I'm gonna accept it. You're just a boggle genius. That's a quieter way to do that. A little bit more sensible way rather than just shaking it crazily. Right, here we go. Lost them. All right, let's try that again. Let's find the ones that I've lost. They're on the floor. It was bound to happen at some point. Oh dear, it was bound to happen. There we go. Let's try that again without knocking it everywhere. Whoosh, he says. Right. New one. Clock's back to 0. Cheeky saying, dear me. Yeah, that was a bit of a mess. Here we go then. So we've got QU this time. Let's see, get the U given. as the extra letter, which is fair play, because if you didn't have a U on the board, you'd be absolutely stuffed, wouldn't you? Right, away we go then. Let's see what we've got. I've got later and late already. What else we've got? Rat. We've got lay. Can I do layer? Yeah. We've got heat. Have we got just one E? Yeah. Hater and hate. Surely. Hate and hater. Runt for the chat. EK getting it started. QWERTY, is that in there? QWERT. Yeah, I'm going to give it to you as well. Wow, good word, EK. Ulcer, says Sarah. Wow, that is a solid word, ulcer. How do you think of a word like that? I'm just going for all these simple things. This is mental. What? That's in there, isn't it? Yeah. Ray. We've got tuna. That's a nice one. June is a good one too. And what else can I get? Q. Got ran. That's a nice easy one. I like that. Tan. I'm going to go for tan. Rat. No, ratty would it be double T, wouldn't it? Here. We've got hearts. And charts. Heart should be a word. Crane. And Luna. Luna's a good word. Why is it you get enough time to write, like suddenly you start bashing these out, EK? I'm getting suspicious. Water. I like that one. Watery. There we go. We've got 3 minutes down. Race is in there, I think. Yeah. What about racy? I like racy. I'm going to stop writing down EK's ones and just look at them at the end, I think. You've got so many in there. Rate was good. That builds on my rat. Rated. No, can't do that. There's no D. Kate. Okay. Jaw. I wanted to use the J. Lawyer. Right, no, we've got a little bit of time still. Well, EK absolutely firing these out now. I'll count yours up at the end. It's just I'm thinking that maybe I can't write all the chat ones down because that takes me too long, and I'm at a disadvantage. Right, that's time. That's time. That's our 5 minutes. Right, what did we get in chat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 6, so that's 7, 10. That's another 6. That's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25. Oh, we've got Lance. I missed that from Sarah. That's 2 points more. So what was I up to? 21. Wow, there's so many. There's so many. You've definitely won, chat. You beat me. Wow, that's so many in the chat. That's unreal. Mostly EK and Sarah, but Cheeky got a good one in with Race, and Rack as well. I liked Rack actually. Oh, whirl. That's an awesome word, Sarah. Whirl. No, wait, we can't have whirl. There's no I. Yeah. Oh, that was almost a solid word, but no, you can't have that one. And we got crate by Cheeky. Yeah, crate is good. Crater. Build on that one. Crater. That would be a solid one. Right. That was well past 5 minutes though. I think you already had rut. All right, let's mess these up. Right, here we go. So, I think we'll do just 3 minutes. I think 5 minutes is too long. I think let's play the game as it's supposed to be and go 3 minutes. All right. You're just a good thing to play with, is what you basically said there, EK. you're quick writing. Right, here, off we go then, straight away into it. Age. I've got age. Tag. Lag. Have we got an R in here? No. Lacy. Lace as well. Gate. I think that, does gate have an E? Yeah. Oh, got leg in the chat. Nicely done. Big hugs to you as well, Sarah. Ace. I've got ace. Loads of A's and I's in here. That's crazy. No H. Would have been nice to have length or something like that. Cat. EK is just so good at this. What's going on? I'm going to have gloating. Then you've done gloat. Because there's an ing here. Nice. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's an 8-letter word for a solid 11 points. Nice. Lineage though was good for 7, and like, so that's, what's 7? That's is that 5 points, isn't it? Or is that 8? 8 points. I think that's 8 points, isn't it? Can't remember how many points is what. We've got Rhubarb and Custard back in. Hello again. Great to see you. What are you calling me, Cheeky? What have you calling me? This is rude. You can't be calling me that in the chat. Oh, what else have we got? I think, our time is almost up. We've only got like seconds left. Can I get a better one? Gaining. No, I don't know if I can do gaining. Is there 2 G's? There is. There's 2 G's. And there's 2 I's. Gaining. That's awesome. I've got time still. Acting. Unless somebody's already got that. Right, that's it. That's time. That's our 3 minutes. Let's see. Did we get acting in here? I don't think we did. I'm going to have acting. So I got some big score there with the big ones. Let's have a little look. Whoa. What did we get? But it was a modded chat. Let me see. I don't know what I mean. Yeah, see you soon, Sarah. Thanks for stopping in. I don't know if you've already gone. It was nice to see you there. Tex. That's a long name. Just going to go with Tex. Hey, bro, you're going to invite George Floyd to the Thanksgiving dinner. Well, I don't do Thanksgiving dinner, to be fair, because I'm not in America. And I don't even know who George Floyd is, so you're gonna have to educate me on that. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere, but it's just gone whoopoosh. Anyway, that was a good one. That was a good one. I reckon that was pretty close. I'm going to call that one a tie. If someone wants to do the... Oh, we've got Emmy in. Hi, Emmy. Good to see you. And Shelley. Shelley is in. Hi, Shelley. How are you today, Emmy? I hope you're feeling good. We're just doing a little bit of boggle. Right. We've got some new letters coming in. We're going to go straight into it. 3 minutes on the clock. Let's crack it out. Let's see what we've got. Oh man, there's loads of E's on here, and there's so many vowels. What's going on? Fine. Oh, if there was a G, we could have had energy. Anyway, no. Oh, there's no L's. Oh man, this is nuts. Right. We're going to have right as in writing something. Can we do written as the two T's? No. Fit. This day has been mid. Well, mid is better than bad, so we'll take that as a win, won't we, Emmy? Oh, we've got a modded chat. Oh, since you slipped on the ice and oh yeah, I forget you're up in Norway, isn't it? So it's is it icy up there at the moment? I hope your hand's all right. I hope you it was just a little one. Tan. 10. 1. 2. Anyone see what I'm doing here? I can't do 3. Can't do 4. Oh, can't do 5. Can't do 6. Can't do 7. No, 8. No. Oh, I can do 9. Can I? No. Yes, 2 ends. 9. 9. Right. What else have we got here? There's got to be something better than this. Got to have a long one in here. Come on. There's got to be a big one. A big word, I mean. Cheeky with Izzy, but what? Hold on. There isn't even one Z, let alone 2. Those are N's. I'm pretty sure they are, anyway. Yeah, they're N's. They're not Z's. Although they should make that a bit more clear on here, I think. Nice try, though. I should let you have that just for the fact that they look like Z's. And we've got a wiener in there. We do. We've got wiener. Well done. Well done. And the wee as well. Just a wee from the wiener, says the UK. That's wicked. I'll read your chat after this round, Emmy. I've got like less than a minute left to go. Wow. There we go. Oh, there's wren. That's type of bird. W-R-E-N. Tween. I'm going to go with tween. And teen, I guess. And that's it. That's our 3 minutes up. That's all you get. That's all you get, chat. Let's see whether I did better than the chat this time. Ooh, I'm going to say I took that one, chat. I'm going to say that's a W for me. Haha. I got a win. Right. Yes, Dicey's, you can have your daily shout out. Shout out to Dicey's number 14. Right, let me just have a little look, see what Emmy was writing. Well, right when I fell, it came much blood, but my friend and I walked home every day. She put a scarf around my hand, so it's okay. Needs a few days of healing. Well, that's all right. At least you didn't need stitches or anything, so it could have been a lot worse if you think about it. But yeah, I'm glad you're okay. You've got to take care out there with that ice. At least it wasn't knee-deep snow this time. Look at that. Could you imagine, like, you get yourself hurt and you got to walk back in knee-deep snow? Not so good. Right, I'm going to have some more what's-its, I think. I don't know if these numbers are correct or not, but it's saying there's not many people in. Like, less than what's actually messaging, so I don't know if that's really true or not. The numbers on this, stats on these lives are sometimes just so shoddy. Oh, I'm glad you're happy then, Amy. I'm glad that's good. Ah, that sounds brave of you. Some people, they see a little bit of blood and they just lose it. But I'm glad you powered through and you're okay now. Just need to check how my stove is doing. Yeah, I'll need to refuel that, I think. How am I going to do this? Put you plugged in. Probably don't need you plugged in, actually. This may well mess the stream up for a second. Just going to put that out. Apologies. That happens whenever I plug in or unplug. Right. Let you stay there while I mess with the stove. I don't need it on tonight. It's on just for comfort, really. I got some extra firewood from the woods nearby. Snuck over and got myself some. Just put all that firewood close together and it'll start combusting properly again. Yeah, I've got some little pieces, like some sort of medium-sized bits, but I also got some decent-sized chunky ones as well. I'll put some of these in now as well. What do you do up in Norway, Emmy? Do you have like a nice wood fire up there, or do you have like central heating in your house, or gas fired and stuff like that? I guess the heating bill in the north parts of Norway be quite a hefty bill. Oh dear. Hey, we've got Jimmy in. How you doing, Jimmy? Long time no see. You found me in one of my daily lives. This is number 57. So it's 57 days straight of streaming every day. Quite a challenge. But it's always fun. I'm going to be honest, every stream I've absolutely loved it. So everyone needs a good fire going. Yep, that is true. Even when I'm not out in the woods in the tent camping and I'm just in the van, I'm still going to have a fire. Where's Boggle gone, says EK. It's right here. It's right here. But we're just having a little break. My brain was getting a little fried from that, I'll be honest. So we're on to just chit-chatting for a while. I don't think we're going to do a very long one today, EK, if I'm honest. I don't want to do a huge stream because I've got to get on with sorting out some stuff in Henry's room with the new pipe work. And I also want to get on with the editing of my video. My video is overdue by over a week now. I don't want to get it done. Oh, let me say the worst about Norway is that they're terrible at putting some rocks to make sure we don't fall. 7 falls in Norway. That's not great, is it? Somebody in the chat with a completely unpronounceable name asking if I speak an unpronounceable language. And no, I do not. I barely speak English well, to be honest. Oh, this isn't Monster Munch. These are giant, what they might look like that because of the size. They're giant Whatsits. I'm aware that that's reversed, but big giant Whatsits. Having little snacks. Did I just beat you? Definitely beat me in 1 or 2 of them games, EK, for sure. You and the rest of the chat combined, for sure. Can't even put the heating on these days, to be honest, says Cheeky. Yeah, it costs a lot, but this has cost me nothing. I went to the woods and just chopped some wood down, like this afternoon, late this afternoon, early evening, I don't know what you call it. Just after work. Basically, I parked up here. I can show you actually. It'd be an interesting thing for you to see. Um, so yeah, so you got the logs I just put in. I collected up all these big bits here. Obviously, I do buy some logs, but this is all stuff. So this doesn't cost me anything. So that's heating up my water. I have like hot water pumping around, and that does use like I've got some pumps down here. That's obviously using electricity, but that's generally free because it's either from me running the engine or from the solar panels. I've been getting decent solar lately actually because there's been a fair bit of sun. But the wood obviously doesn't cost a thing. So, and I got it from the woods just over there. So yeah, you can see it better than I can actually. It's weird how but just so these trees just in the back there, I just walked over to those, and for about 10 minutes worth of 10 minutes worth of chopping some wood with my pruning saw. Did you hear that? There's some weird noises coming from it. I think that's a human trying to do a dog noise out there. Anyway, what's this about ice cream, says Jimmy. Fair play. Always with ice cream. To be fair, in the van, if I keep the stove on it gets so warm, I might need some ice cream just to cool down. What's Amy talking about not spending money on something if it doesn't even work? Are we talking about heating still? Yeah, it's a very mild day today, Cheeky. So I don't need the stove on, and I'm certainly not going to burn any of the wood that I paid for on a day like today. But if I can get it for free and I can have a little fire, it's quite a crackly fire as well because it's slightly damp wood. It's quite nice. You get a little crackle. And I'm just heating up some water ready to. I might have a shower later. I'm tempted to maybe have a steam in my steam room. It depends on how it goes with the editing and sorting out Henry's radiator system. But if I get all that done and I have time, I might have a little sit in the steam room today and get like really warm and clean. Always nice. Just rub your hands together. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, it's about 13. That's right, EK. You know, is that a cat? What, the noise? No, I think it was just a person pretending to make dog noises. Does it cost much to have the log burner put in? Well, I did it all myself, so it didn't cost me a thing. And interestingly, this stove was free because I got two for the price of one. So, well, I say that I paid for mine. It depends how you look at it. Well, I think this one cost me about. I'm trying to remember. I think it was 200 and something quid. I think this one. Got it from some country. I can't remember what it might have been Poland, something like that. It was on eBay basically. But the guy shipped it. It got damaged in shipping, so he had to send me out a second one to replace it. And I had this one, which was essentially the busted one. I just cut off some parts anyway, and that was the bit that was busted. I was just cutting it off, so and just made it smaller, and it kind of worked out. I was all right. But the other one went to my dad, and he used that in his gazebo thing up the end. So yeah, but then I guess there's the flue pipes and bits and pieces like that, and obviously I had to get some refractory materials around to protect the surfaces from the heat. I think all in all I probably paid around about 400 quid, I guess, for all the stuff, and then I just installed it myself. And like I say, I mean, just the amount of fuel. I mean, the fuel isn't obviously cheap if you're buying it, and you're probably paying out as much. The interesting thing is I used to use a stove at my old house as well, just because the heating bill was huge. And the thing is, if you do with a stove, you're only heating up the bit that you need. You're not trying to heat up the whole house. The downside of that, though, is that we used to have issues with damp in the bathroom, because unless you had the heating cranked fully, the bathroom would just get damp all the time, and then you get mold. So it was a bit of an issue. So we would turn the heating on just to warm up that space and a couple of other bits. but we'd have the radiators everywhere else turned off mostly, and just rely on the stove to kind of heat the building. And it was arguably more efficient, but then you have to get used to kind of like rooms being different temperatures. So, and then there's some people, obviously they're just doing it for the effect, so then they're going to have the heating on anyway, and then have the stove. But in here it's just the stove, and yeah, when I'm heating with logs I've found, then it's like I'm just saving so much money. It's great. Anyway, I need to keep scrolling. There's so much chat. Glad to hear you had your shower then, EK. I definitely need one at this point. It's been a couple of days. I'm probably quite rank at this point. Jimmy's saying my uncle just put a wood burner at the beginning of the year. He didn't have chimneys, so he just made a hole in the wall and ran a stovepipe. I mean, that's well against regs. That's so badly against regulations. That's unreal. But dear, each to his own. Each to his own of that. Cheeky saying it's a pretty decent price. Yeah, you can definitely pay a lot for stoves though. If you get like a properly installed one, if you're in a house, you have to have it installed properly by a guy. Quite often, there's like a term for it, or whatever, the people who are doing that. And obviously, you know, you have to have it maintained and stuff. So they're not always that cheap if you get like really good ones. I'm actually thinking about rebuilding this thing. I want to, what did I say rebuilding? Build my own stove. I want to have one where it's like you can see all the fire and it's almost like an open fire. But the trouble with an open fire, obviously, is you get too much air sucked through and you're just kind of sucking all the warm air from inside and it's just getting pushed outside. And you really need to control the airflow. And that's what you get with a stove. And I'm thinking I can probably design one where it's like something that looks a bit cooler for me to have. I was hoping maybe like a sort of like a quarter circle thing. I don't think that's going to be doable because I just can't get the glass. Or if I did, it'd probably be really expensive. But I'm thinking that if I just do it kind of like 2 side bits and then like a corner piece of like just 3 bits of glass, and then I have almost like a kind of like I guess like a quarter of whatever that would be 3, so 3 times 4 would be 12-sided shape. But that is like a quarter of that. Basically, that's what I'd be looking at, is to like 2, like basically the 2 sort of back walls and then the glass bit around this. With the idea that you could really see the flame and really feel it kind of like radiating the heat out at me. So yeah. He got planning permission and he's qualified, says Jimmy. Oh, that's all right then. That's cool. Guess what your cat's name is? Is that one for me or is that one for somebody else, EK? Yeah, I think it's more. I think it depends as well where you are, Jimmy. I'm aware that there are some places where there are regulations as to how good the stove is that you're using and what kind of fuel you use, because there's like smoke control areas and things. But it's not always a problem. It just depends where you are, I think. And obviously then there's the safety factor in terms of you don't want to burn your house down. But if he's qualified and he knows what he's up to, then I'm sure it's okay. Obviously, I have no clue what I'm up to most of the time. I'll get away with it. Oh dear. So, Cheeky Love Goddess. I haven't read your whole name yet. I just was calling you Cheeky, but that's a cool name. Cheeky Love Goddess. P8P. I don't think the P8P is my. I think that's a random bit. But Cheeky Love Goddess. That's a cool name. Are you thinking about getting a stove yourself then? It's I do recommend it just for the ambience, if nothing else. It's lovely to have a fire and just have that glow. Oh, a rural area. Yeah, rural areas you get away with all sorts, to be honest, Jimmy. Yeah, it's just not really a big deal. Yeah, neighbours is about the only thing you have to be worried about, that sort of thing. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody because it's coming up to the hour, and we're going to make this an hour long and then call it, because I definitely want to get on this evening. And you might notice I'm rubbing my eyes a little bit because I'm obviously tired as well. I don't know what it is. I think the cold weather and the window cleaning just kind of like really saps the energy out of me, and I feel a bit tired always. Yeah, it was lovely to have you in, Cheeky. I see you soon. I hope you're subscribed. Hope everybody in the chat is subscribed. But yeah, hope to see everyone soon. Tomorrow, if you can make it. If not, another day. I'm going to be here every day for a long time. But thanks everyone for your support and for joining and for playing along. It's been a lot of fun. I'll see you tomorrow. But for now, have fun.